shit.
Hey, dude, a Black Batman and Ryan Coogler directs? Bro, count me in, baby.
Holy shit.
Count
bro.
me in, dude. I'm in that
Holy
shit. Yeah.
shit. And not just that. M'Baku, his person, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Holy
Count me in, bro. Black Batman and Ryan Coogler directing? I'm in there.
Bro.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
invested.
make it happen. Make it happen.
I'd be fine with that.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
I saw this tweet. Of course, we get a lot of our stuff from Twitter. I saw this tweet and it says, the best comic book directors. And it posts 4 different directors. And I got me really thinking, is this really like the Mount Rushmore, as of right now, for best comic book directors? Christopher Nolan, Sam Raimi, James Gunn, and the Russo brothers. So Christopher Nolan gave us the Dark Knight trilogy. Sam Raimi gave us the Spider-Man trilogy plus Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. James Gunn, when it comes to the Guardians trilogy, Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, and now we're about to get Superman. And then the Russos with Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. And now about to do another 2 Avengers movies with Doomsday and Secret Wars.
I don't...
Impressive ass resumes. Off the cuff.
Yeah.
And every single one of their movies, pretty well loved. Sam Raimi will have his hiccups when it comes to people not liking Spider-Man 3. Besides the point, Spider-Man 3 is pretty good. You know, we enjoy it. Christopher Nolan, same with the Batman stuff. I mean, all 3 Batman movies, everyone loves, especially The Dark Knight. James Gunn, everyone loves his Guardians trilogy. People really grew to love Peacemaker. And Suicide Squad was a genuine shock for a lot of people. And the Russos, I mean, gosh damn. Like I said, everything they did with Captain America, Civil War, and Winter Soldier, and then the Avengers movies, it's insane. It's history.
Yeah. Do you think Christopher Nolan deserves to be on there?
With the Dark Knight trilogy?
All he has is the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah. Okay, so at least everyone else has 2
Some
projects.
other things, yes.
They have at least 2 projects.
Yeah. I mean, I think
if you
ask like an average person, most people love the Dark Knight trilogy. So yeah,
Yes.
I think they would think he's for sure. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just asking, does he deserve? Because he just has the Dark Knight trilogy. That's all he has now. And yes, it is well loved, like you said. But I mean, really, only Batman or the Dark Knight is loved. Like the one with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be on there, but I don't think I would put him.
So,
there.
okay, I'm not going to lie. So, out of all of them, he is the most regarded director.
Like, when I hear
he's the
Christopher
most
Nolan,
polished director out of all of them.
honestly, when I hear Christopher Nolan, too, the first movie that comes to my mind is not even a Batman movie.
Oppenheimer?
Or Interstellar.
Mm.
So, like, I mean, I don't even really... I don't know. I don't really think of...
Him as a superhero?
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Because especially his movie, his Dark Knight trilogy, I mean, it is a superhero movie, yes, because it is Batman, but it's also a grounded, realistic, like...
Yeah, and I like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I also think, like, Matt Reeves' Batman is better than all 3 of those movies.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've had that conversation.
And I think that if you're going to say that he deserves to be there, like, at the Mount Rushmore of superhero movies, in the first movie that I don't even think of when I hear Christopher Nolan isn't a superhero movie, I don't know if I would put him on mine. But I'm just saying, I'm sure a lot of people would. But you know how I feel about the Dark Knight or the Christopher.
I think a lot
movies.
of people would put him up there just because of his name alone, Christopher Nolan. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
because like when you think about him, it's these big prolific movies that he's made in the past, along with the Dark Knight trilogy. And it's just like, well, yeah, bro, Christopher Nolan, he's one of the best. I mean, but I'm not gonna lie, I never thought about the way you thought about as far as like, you know, would you put him up there with only just that?
And like I said, I don't really think about him as like when I think of Christopher Nolan, I just don't really think of the Batman movies as my first instinct.
And then whenever I think about the Russos, James Gunn, and Sam Raimi, I think about superhero movies. Yeah,
all of those are superhero movies.
So who else? So let's say you take them out. Who do you put up?
Well, that's what I was trying to decide. And so I'm trying to just go through movies right now. What about this one? He probably doesn't deserve to be up there, but he also has a very good track record. What about Ryan Coogler?
Tell me why I was just thinking Ryan Coogler.
So
was
I really love the Black
just
Panther
thinking.
movies.
Both of those movies are great.
I know some people don't. Some people don't, really care for them. I love the Black Panther movies.
Yeah.
And that's a really good first two streak. But also, it's kind of the same thing as Christopher Nolan. Is like, could I put even Ryan Coogler, because he only has Black Panther. Like, yeah, he has other movies that are great. Like, but superhero movies, I don't know. You know what I mean?
But I'm not gonna lie. When I think of Ryan Coogler, I think of Black Panther.
Yeah. So do I.
Yeah.
So
Even
do
though,
I.
he has
Creed.
He has Creed,
Sinners
which is
coming out.
Sinners about to come out, which we'll get into in a minute. But I mean, Ryan Coogler, I would not be mad at.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not saying he deserves to be there. I'm just trying to think who else could be in the conversation.
I'll say this: if Ryan Coogler does another Panther and then maybe one other project in superhero realm, yeah, you throw him his ass.
Could you put just because this person has such a big cult following and people still are annoying about him? Could you put Zack Snyder in that conversation?
Not based off the cult following, no.
He did have a big try. Now it was a miss. And yes, I guess if you compare it like apples to apples, his movies are not as successful as these other directors.
No.
But I'm just saying as far as impact goes, because he did have a very big impact.
Comic book film, like making a comic book film, and the way Zach does it is fucking beautiful.
Because he still had a huge impact, and he has Watchmen. He still has.
He's done Watchmen,
Man of Steel.
He's done Superman. He's done Batman
vs.
Superman, and he's done a Justice League.
Yes,
he's the first one to bring us a Justice League movie to theaters.
He's got a big impact because, even though that stage of the DC EU was a fail, it's still going to be remembered for a long time.
Yeah,
you're still going to have
the good and the bad,
right? And so it was a very impactful thing. I'm not saying he should be on there, like I said, but I'm just saying I'm just trying to think of names you could throw in there.
James Wan did 2 Aquaman movies;
those were good. But he only did Aquaman. So if I'm knocking Christopher Nolan for just the Batman movies or the Dark Knight movies, then it's like I can't really, Who else has been in the MCU other than
Joss Whedon did Avengers 1 and 2, and then he
did
the theatrical cut for Justice League.
Yeah, which that was trash. But I mean, that's Avengers 1 and 2 are legendary.
Yeah, I mean he sucks, but
Yeah, Avengers 1 and 2 are legendary though. I don't know. I guess. I would I would put Christopher Nolan over the people that we just named. So I guess maybe he should be on there. I can't really think of a fourth person to add there, but I will say the other 3, I think solid that they are on there for sure.
We're about to get Spider-Man 4 directed by the Shang-Chi director.
Yeah. If he has
Dustin Daniel Creighton?
Yes, I think so. So if he has Shang-Chi
and Spider-Man, he knocks out of the park.
Yeah.
Bro, John Watts, I mean, he did 3 Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, but
or did he do the first one? Yeah, he did the first one.
I don't think I wouldn't put those movies up there as far as like.
He gave us 3 Spider-Man.
I agree. I agree with you. But I don't think those are all
he gave us that shelf right
as
there,
Toby's,
bro.
like Sam Raimi's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess, yes. I guess we're naming all these directors, and I guess I would put Christopher Nolan. I would put Christopher Nolan over these people. But I kind of look at his his Dark Knight trilogy as kind of like a side quest in his career. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Like he's never those are his little that's like his little superhero stint. He's like, I did that.
He did it for 10 years.
Yeah. He was like, I did that. I'm gonna go back to
Yeah.
doing this regular movies type shit. But yeah, when I hear Christopher Nolan, I think of Interstellar.
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
I think Interstellar, I'm not going to lie, Oppenheimer lately. But it's just recency bias.
That's recency
for that
bias. But Oppenheimer was good, too.
Yeah.
So,
and then now he's about to have the Odyssey.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But I guess, but also, okay, let's say, because he does just have a tremendous track record. So maybe that and superhero movies should put him up there. I don't know. For some people, I'm sure that was an easy-ass answer. That was a 4. But I was just saying, I don't know. I kind of just felt like he just had
Like I said, the reasons you brought up, though, I mean, I do like the question for
and
does
that is my
Christopher Nolan
least favorite Batman out of the most 3 recent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that could be also why I'm even thinking it's a conversation. So, but I don't know. I was trying to think who's done, because there's a ton of MCU movies. Surely there's somebody else that's been, but I'm trying to think.
Taika Waititi. He did Thor.
Thor Ragnarok.
Love and Thunder.
No. That's not up there. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess it just really has just been your main directors. Who did the Captain America movies?
Well, 2 and 3 was the
Russos. Yeah.
First one, I can't
The
remember.
Russos for sure deserve to be
Yeah.
on there.
Oh, yes, that's
They-
solidified.
Yeah, they for sure deserve to be on there. And then I guess you don't really have any other ones.
Try and think.
Yeah, I mean I can't really
can't think
think.
of
I guess I
anything.
could look it up. I mean we have our phones here, but
Matt Shackman is doing Fantastic Four, and then he also did a couple episodes of WandaVision.
yeah.
It's a good
No,
resume.
we'll go with Christopher Nolan.
It's a good
I was
resume.
just trying to start a conversation. We'll go with he deserves over all those people we named. He deserves to be on there. Now, if Ryan Coogler had 2 good Black Panthers and then decided to take on another project and it hit.
So he just needs one more project.
Yeah, well, because I'm knocking. The only reason I was even knocking Christopher Nolan is because he only did The Dark Knight.
I was going to say, so
And
all he
Ryan
needs is one
Coogler's
more.
only done Black Panther. So like, I can't really, if I'm gonna put if I'm not gonna put Christopher Nolan, then I can't put Ryan Coogler.
I'll say this. So I remember a lot of people were saying Jordan Peele should do
A superhero movie, Blade.
Blade, but also Midnight Suns. The way people are talking about Sinners, give it to Coogler.
Yeah,
The way people are talking about
you know,
Sinners when it comes to how he's able, like, he's new, and he's even said in his interviews that he is new to this genre. He's doing this horror genre, and he's trying to put his element on it. And as of right now, it's knocking out of the park.
Yeah.
So you know what? Give him Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You want to do anything, or fuck, give him Blade. Who cares? I'll take it.
Yeah,
I will take it right now.
I would too. I think he'd even do
Pause.
a good Batman movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think you'd even do a good Batman movie.
I think
though.
so too. Yeah.
I like just like how that
Damn,
is.
yeah.
I think he would do a good Batman movie. Either way, yeah, we'll go with that. With that for, I can't think of anybody else to add in Christopher Nolan's place.
Yeah.
Episode 76 of the Lame Guys Podcast. I'm Mario.
I'm Vincent.
What do we got this week, bro?
You know what tomorrow is?
No, Sunday.
Yeah. April 13th, episode 1 of The Last of Us season 2.
Yes. Yeah, I was just talking about that yesterday, actually.
I'm not gonna lie, like, even though like we've been hyped for it, like the date itself kind of snuck up on me. When I talked about it, or when I thought about it at the I think beginning of the week, I was like, oh shit, it's Sunday.
See, it didn't
bro.
sneak up on me because the way HBO Max did it was they started White Lotus and it went all the way till it ended last week, and now it's The Last of Us.
Okay.
So every week that I've watched White Lotus, there's been a promotion for The Last of Us.
Okay.
So I knew at the end of White Lotus, the next week, The Last of Us.
Last of Us 2 starts this Sunday. They released the release schedule for season 2, so I'm just going to say the dates, and that's going to be 7 episodes: April 13th, April 20th, April 27th, May 4th, May 11th, May 18th, and the season finale will be May 25th. 7 episodes.
Yeah, I've seen positive things though.
Yeah,
I've seen people say they like it. It's different from the game, but it's also similar, very similar. So I've heard good things, and I'm excited about it, dude. I mean, I don't expect it to be fully on, only in 7 episodes. I don't expect it to fully follow the game.
And they're probably going to do something a little different with 1 or 2 episodes, the way they did with this first season.
So,
because narratively, I mean, you really could go beat for beat from the game, and it'd be perfectly fine. Because this Last of Us 2, storytelling wise, gosh, bro, one of the best stories in a video game.
Yeah, that's what I was telling one of my coworkers
stories
yesterday
in a video game. To where me and you have had this conversation with episode 1 or 2 or 3, whatever the fuck it was, where we said Last of Us has to be one of the greatest games ever. Like, at least in our opinion.
us, because we're big story guys.
Yes.
Like, you have people who don't play story at all, so to them they'd be like, I don't care. But same reason for Red Dead.
Yes.
Red Dead Redemption 2. But yeah, no, I mean, if they follow the game, if they truly follow the game, how the game is played, and the story, I've said it before. I think you could do like 3 seasons just based off the second game.
No, yeah, we've had that conversation.
Just because the second game is long.
Yep.
And there's a lot of side things, and I was telling my wife yesterday, like, there's a lot of things they just kind of just gloss over. They don't really, and if you really wanted to, you could focus on that stuff, and you could make the seasons even longer. So, yeah, I'm curious how long Pedro's in it. I'm curious, only 7 episodes. So, but then I think in the trailer they do show some key scenes when they're in Seattle. So, like, I do think they're skipping over some stuff as well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think Paige is going to be into the season finale.
I was telling Teresa yesterday, my wife. I was telling her because she was wondering how long he was going to be in there, and I was like, they can do one of either way. I was like, it'll either be first couple episodes, or season finale ends with that scene.
Yeah, it'll be a Negan scene situation.
Scene, yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I feel like either way you're gonna piss people off.
Oh, bro, if you don't know, then you're about to find out.
Yeah, either way you're gonna piss people off, but then either way you're gonna have your people that are like, you're complaining. Obviously, you didn't play the game, So like, I think there's gonna be that that type of bitter or like arguments on Twitter that we always see with shows. Same thing for like Game of Thrones and stuff. When people are mad about something, they're like, you obviously didn't read the book. You know how you all those people. So yeah, so I know I'll be just comparing everything to the game.
Yeah, same.
Like I'll be sitting there, be like, oh babe, that's from the game. Oh babe, this one's not in the game. Like I know I'll be sitting there just comparing everything.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not gonna lie. All these damn tweets keep on popping up about Homegirl from Alien, bro. Keep on.
Yeah.
I'm just
Kaylee
like,
Spaney.
oh my god.
Right, that's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We've talked about it before.
Yes,
it is what
we
it
said
is.
it. I think we even talked about it last week. Like, it is what it is. They didn't recast Bella, and she's our Ellie. So,
And at the same time, we loved her for what she did in the first season. She
just looks very young.
Yeah.
Like, she just looks very young,
Yeah.
dude. So, and she's already in her, so she's not growing. And I think the only reason there is turmoil is just because in the first game, you can tell she's clearly young.
Yeah.
And in the second game, you can tell she's a lot older.
Yeah.
You can just tell the age difference. And that's what people wanted to see. So would you have felt weird though if we had Bella Ramsey in the first season and then they just recasted her to Kaylee Spaney or
Yeah, it wouldn't flow right.
right? Like I feel like
wouldn't flow
people
right.
wanted them to recast Bella, and I'm thinking, I just feel like that would have been weird. Like it would have just been too big a difference, you
Yeah.
know? It would have just been too big a difference. Whereas, like, because Bella, it would have been different if you casted a true little girl, like a
Yes.
true, like, 9-year-old, like a 10-year. I don't know how old Ellie is in the first game, but like a true, just like a little kid, and then age her up. That's different. Bella Ramsey
Like the
already
recast in season 2.
Bella Ramsey is already an adult playing a young,
Yes.
a teenager, I guess, or I don't know how old she is, and so the expectation is for her to grow, but she doesn't. So
It's just like House of Dragon season 1 and season 2. Amelia Alcock, or not season. Oh well, not season 2.
then
they-
season 1,
yes.
they age her
Yes,
up.
they aged her up.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's a different character, but she's playing a young enough character that if you age her up, it's fine.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I don't know, I feel like in The Last of Us, it would have been a little different. It would have been a little weirder. But if you would have cast Kaylee Spaney first, then I think it would have worked better. Just because she actually looks like Ellie.
Yeah.
Where Bella doesn't. So I think that's why you have people mad, and then you have people mad because she still looks very young. So. But like the director said, it's all fiction at the end of the day, and he's
Yep.
not going based off the physical.
He's not going
appearance.
after physical because
Yeah.
I mean, same thing when
He's
it
going
came
off
to
the story.
Same thing when it comes to Abby. We talked about it last week. Yeah,
Abby's not swole, but I don't really see many people talking about that. No one really cares.
because I think also because they're not really showing too much of her.
Yeah, that's true.
Marketing wise, they're not.
That's true.
Everything's Bella
Yeah,
and Pedro.
that's
More
true.
Bella than Pedro.
Yeah,
There's a reason.
I think the reason though, with Abby, the way they'll do it in the show is she won't be more so about brute, because in the game she's very brute strong. I think this one they'll just
Strategy.
make her, they'll make her just like a badass in that sense. Like they've trained her up, like she's just.
So it's just like Ellie.
Yes.
I mean, even just in the games.
I'm just trying to imagine Bella Ramsey fighting in the scenes that like Ellie fights, and it's hard to see. I will say that it is hard to imagine, but at the same time, I'm just like, bro, this is what we got. Let's give her a chance. She did good in the first season. Maybe
This is our Ellie.
maybe she'll impress us. Yeah, this is our Ellie, and this is what we got. So until they make another Last of Us project, which who knows if they ever will, this is the Ellie that we got.
The voice of Joel in the video game, Troy Baker.
Yeah.
He's going to be at Fan Expo. He's going to be at Comic-Con. Gosh, bro. I think so far, as of right now, that's the only one I think I would want to meet.
Oh, really?
But it's not even because of Joel. That's the funny part. Like,
Well, he played somebody else, right? Who was he?
Joker.
Yes.
Well, I mean, he's
think
played
it's
a lot
something
more.
else, too. Yeah, I
He's
was gonna
played
say,
a
I was
lot
thinking of
more.
something else too.
But he played. I mean, for me, he was Arkham Origins Joker.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, I'm like, oh, bro, yeah. Like that's why I want to meet him, and I'm over here thinking, I have the game. I can have him sign my freaking Xbox 360 game.
It is weird too when I see him, because I think, wow, you really voiced Joel, but like you just don't look like you would have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Whereas the lady who voices Ellie in the game kind of looks like Ellie at the same
What's
time.
her name? God damn it.
I
can't remember.
forget. No disrespect, but they both were in the first season.
Mhm.
They both were in the first. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. We're finally here. We feel like we've been talking about it for months. We're finally here.
season premiere.
It's tomorrow.
I wish they debuted with 2 episodes.
I'm okay with just the one.
I wish they did.
I'm okay. I know it needs to last, and I want it to last. That's
Well,
why,
no, yeah, but it's also because I'm just like, oh, bro,
Yeah.
I want more.
yeah.
I know I'm gonna
Well,
want more.
play the game.
I
mean, That's what I'm gonna tell people. If you really love it, then play the fucking game, dude. Because it's
You're
great.
not wrong.
What else we got?
Another thing that popped up this week is the Thunderbolts, bro. Marketing for Thunderbolts is hyping
Yeah.
up like crazy, bro. They've put out like 2 or 3 new trailers or TV spots, and they're all different.
I've stopped watching them.
Yeah, I've only watched 1 out of the 3, and 1 is like a heavy like who Sentry is and who the Void is, even though they don't really fully show him, but still that. And then obviously with the Thunderbolts cast, it just looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal, bro.
And the reviews for it are great. Like the people are saying the screening is doing really well.
So, the screenings itself, yes. Lo and behold, coming from my boy John Campia, which is funny because he doesn't really, do scoops or anything like that. But he talked about it on his show, and I watched it when it happened, and then people started running with it all over social media, saying that the test screenings are going off the charts.
Yeah.
Because after the test screenings, they give you surveys. They want you to, what did you think about this? What didn't you like? Yeah, because that's the point of the test screenings. They're off the charts. It's absolutely phenomenal. And he said that he he says, the person he spoke to may be a little biased because he kind of works close to the studio. He said, so it may be some biasness. He says, take it with a grain of salt. He goes, but from what I've heard, it's off the charts.
Yeah.
He goes, and that just makes me even more excited. And I'm
Me
like,
too.
bro, yes.
I didn't really have much excitement when they first announced it or when the trailer came out.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
it looks all right, but I mean, I'm not really. But yeah, after hearing the screenings are doing really well, seeing some trailers, yeah, I'm excited for it.
No, I mean, yeah. In my head, I thought, bro, so we're going to see Red Guardian and Yelena again. Perfect. We're going to see John Walker again.
Yeah.
Perfect. Like, I'm excited. Everyone else is just, filler, and then they're throwing Sentry in there. And then we had the whole mishap with Steven Yeun or whatever being Sentry, and then he, unfortunately had to do some scheduling conflict, so he couldn't be it anymore, and they got homeboy from Top Gun Maverick to be in it. Cool. I'm down. I'm ready to see this movie now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm ready. When does it come out again?
It's May 2nd. Dude, it's coming up. It's like the first
Next month,
It's
right?
the first week of May.
Or no,
I think it's the first week of May. Because April 28th is the
Yo,
start
yes,
of
yes,
1
it's next month. I
Yeah,
think.
it's May 2nd. So we're 3 weeks away.
Nice.
3 weeks away. So Sinners will come out the 18th.
Yep.
Then we'll have the 25th, and then the next week is I'm fucking blank on the name.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Yes, you.
But
Just
I'm not
said
gonna
it.
lie. I feel like it's a very
It's a unique name. Like it's different.
well. For me personally, I was gonna say, looking at it like this. I went to go see Warfare last night, so that's one thing for this weekend. Next weekend we have Sinners and WrestleMania. The following weekend, I'm taking my wife to go see Mamma Mia live. But then that Saturday I have Kendrick, and then just for the next weekend to be Thunderbolts. God damn, bro,
That
we
is a lot.
busy.
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
complaining.
I was thinking also
Not
the
complaining.
movies. I was thinking the movies is starting to gain some traction too, because we have Warfare this week.
Yep.
Drop was apparently getting good reviews.
Yeah.
And then Sinners the next week.
Yep.
And then you have Thunderbolts, and then before you know, dude, we're in the summertime, and that's when superhero movies are coming out too. So
Oh, bro, not just that. We're saying all this. You know what else is out right now, bro? That's been getting another attraction. It's not in the show notes, but I mean, you talking about the movie theaters? Fucking Minecraft.
oh yeah,
God, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's cool, whatever that they're making, or that they're making money. Great.
they're making a second
love
one.
it.
I'll tell you that.
I love it. I love that they're making money. What I don't love is these damn videos that pop up on my social media. Now I send them to you. These motherfuckers acting buck wild in theaters, bro.
Yeah.
Buck wild. As of right now, worldwide, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I didn't see this coming, but it's just one of those like, bro, how?
Well, a lot of kids played Minecraft.
Yeah,
Like we didn't. I don't know about you. I never did.
I did.
But my brother did. It's mainly the kids my brother's age that they all grew up playing Minecraft. They're all going to the movie theaters.
I played it.
And then you add Jack Black, Jason Momoa. Like a lot of people just love them.
I'm about to
They'll
say
go see those
351
movies.
million worldwide,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's not the updated number, but still, that's what is shown right now.
I
So
I
that's-
bet you Warner Bros. Did not think that they was going to do that well.
No. I mean, I remember seeing the first trailer and I thought, what the fuck is this, bro? It looks bad. I mean, but
I bet you they make a second one.
oh yeah, who was it? I have a coworker named Gavin. He said he took his kids to go see it. He said the movie is atrocious. He said, but
It's fun. That's what I've heard.
it's fun.
Yes.
He said, if you turn your brain off, he goes, you truly have to just turn it off and go, oh, look, it's Jack Black. He goes, and you just go. He goes, it's fun.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard it sucks, but it's a really fun time.
And then in my head, I thought, well, I mean, they're smart.
And that's
They got-
Jack Black movies. Because I was literally watching Nacho Libre last week, and I'm just thinking, like, dude, this movie is so stupid, but I love this movie because it is it's just a fun time.
Bro,
So-
in my head, I thought they got two of the most lovable people, bro.
Right.
Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
Yep.
And
And it worked.
And
it
it
worked,
worked.
dude.
It
Because
worked.
I mean, I don't want to say we were hating on it, but we had no interest in going to see it. I've never played Minecraft, so I had no interest in going to see it either.
when they first announced it, I thought to myself, bro, if they don't do an animation like a Mario, like the Mario Brothers movie or whatever, like that's fine. Do a CGI type thing. And then the first photos start coming out of the CGI look, and I'm like, holy shit, bro, like that's a great idea for them to do. Like, do that. That sounds great. Cast Jack Black in my head. Okay, so he's gonna be the voice of Steve. Okay, cool. Jason Momoa. Okay, he's gonna be the voice of. No, he's not being the voice. He's going to be the character. What the fuck do you mean the character? Oh, bro, the CGI world with the human world. The freaking Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The freaking Space Jam, or the live action meets animation, like that type of shit. What the fuck?
Well,
and then the trailer came out, and I thought,
Teresa had mentioned wanting to go watch it. I told her I'm down. Like, I mean, I'll go watch it with you, and we just never did. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I thought I was gonna do that well, but
Yeah.
I did. So for sure, they're making another one. Dude.
no, like I said, it's just right now. It's just social media popping up with all these videos of all these teenagers going to theaters
Right,
and just
yeah.
going
That
buck
is
wild, and
yeah.
it's crazy. And the latest one I saw was, or it was a report talking about that this group and this one guy in particular threw a whole bag of popcorn on the front row, and it hit this dad and his family or something like that. And the dad chased him out the theater, and they had to call the cops and everything like that. And I was like, see,
Yeah,
bro, I was like,
yeah.
me personally, I've said it multiple times on here. I will be the first one to go get the fucking usher, bro. When it comes to movies, I'm a fucking Karen. I don't ruin my shit. Like, I understand clapping, I understand cheering, that type of shit. I've been in those theaters, I've done it myself. But you're acting wrong like that. Get out of
well,
here,
they've
bro.
already. I think movie theaters are already starting to put like signs up saying if you do any of that type funny shit, you're out.
Oh, yesterday when we went to go see Warfare, the lady, I mean, you know the lady, the usher that's always right there. She scanned some tickets for Minecraft, and she straight up said she went, like, typically it's just like, theater, here, have a good time, any trouble, let me know. That's typically what she says. This one, it was, Minecraft, if there's any trouble, any ruckus between any individual, and she started giving a whole rundown. And now in my head, I thought, good, bro, good, let them know. And then whenever we walked out of the theater, there was 3 cops, and I thought, get out. And sure enough, they were standing and talking to the manager in front of a Minecraft screening in the XD theater. And I thought, bro.
No, because when we worked at the movies, you'll have the security on the weekends.
No, yeah, there was
and
3
they probably had them ready, like told them like, hey, this Minecraft movie has kids going crazy. And yeah, I mean, now that I don't really care, but now that I'm a parent, like, I feel like if I was just trying to relax, take my kids to the movies, that would be an awful experience. If you know what I mean? Like, that would just ruin the whole. So, but I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's getting people to go watch the movie, so that's why it's doing really well as well.
Oh yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I
bet kids are going just to do that as well.
Bingo! I was gonna say, I guarantee that now the main push is, let's go to theater and let's act wild and post it on social media and get views from it. Like, that's all it is right now.
Yeah,
and it's working.
Yeah,
so they're making money.
Yeah,
hey, let's get a group of 20 of us and do that. And guess what, bro? That's
And I saw one video where
$15 a ticket.
I saw one video where they had a huge ass bag of popcorn.
Yes.
And I'm like, you motherfuckers for real went to the store and bought that shit, because most theaters do not sell that big ass bag of popcorn like that.
I mean, because Cinemark will do like the big bag.
Yeah.
Because you have like the extra big bag, but not that
yes,
size.
I was like, bro. So yeah, you for real went to the store and bought that shit just because you knew you was gonna throw it all over the place. So what else we got?
I put this on here because I wanted to just give this man his flowers, bro. Ryan Coogler. We talked about him a little bit earlier when it came to the directors and everything like that. But Ryan Coogler, Sinners is coming out next week. I'm hyped for it. You're hyped for it. We keep on talking about how excited we are.
Your tickets.
Yes. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I guess I didn't realize Thunderbolt tickets were already out. We need to get Thunderbolt tickets. Damn, we used to be better at this. What you call it? So we need to get Sinners for next weekend. But Ryan Coogler has been doing his media outlets left and right. Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld have been doing theirs left and right. I've watched the Hot Ones segment with Michael and Haley. That was phenomenal. Ryan, I've watched 2 interviews: the Breakfast Club interview and then the nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. God, bro, like, I already did like him before, but like, I'm just like, gosh, you are phenomenal, and you are hyping me up for this movie, and all you're doing is just talking about your attention to detail. His attention to detail when it comes to location, his attention detail, and when it comes to the music, because they people have watching, they said the music's really big in this movie. Music's very big, and he talks about why he does it in a certain way, about the blues and this and what the blues meant as a kid, and yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. He talks about the twin aspects. He brought his friends that are twins, identical twins, on set to train with Michael, just about how twins think. And then they talked about how on the Breakfast Club, they talked about how twins are always together.
Yeah.
They're always together. And not just that, if they're sitting next to each other, they're kind of touching at some point. He said, that's for a reason. He said, that's for a reason. And when they're not touching, your mind's always like, he goes, the person who's, so if I was watching, you had a twin right here, if y'all aren't touching, and I'm going, where's the other one?
Yeah.
Like, where he said he did that shit on purpose because you're always trying to figure out, whenever you see them, they're always together. But when they're not, you always think, where the fuck is the other one? And he said they asked the twins, is that on purpose or is like what they said? It's on purpose. He goes, because it makes you feel comfortable. He goes, if you only saw one of us, you don't know where that second one's going to go. And they talked about growing up, like the twins, they had a fight. He said, if you didn't see them in front, he goes, whoever they were fighting, bro, they coming around, they jumping. He goes, because you can't keep your eye on both of them. So he talked about this shit. And then in the Breakfast Club, Lauren talked about, she goes, is that why in that one scene? He goes, yep. And like, it was crazy just to hear how she put it together. He took inspiration, threw it in the movie. And I'm like, I can't wait to see that scene. On the Nightcap, he had some good little things he talked about. He gave his top 5 comic book characters in a 6 honorable mention. Number 1, no surprise here, T'Challa. Number 2, Wolverine. Number 3, Magneto. Number 4, Rorschach from Watchmen. And number 5, Rogue. Shannon Sharp was like, I'm surprised you didn't put those OG ones like Superman and Batman. He goes, Batman ain't shit without that utility belt. Batman. And then
Shannon said that.
Yes. He goes, yeah, he can't do shit without that utility belt. And then Ryan goes, no. He said, Batman's that dog. He goes, I'm not going to lie, I kind of blew my mind that I didn't put him in my top 5. He goes, but Batman, he goes, he was that dude for us growing up. He said, especially the animated series, he said, that was it. And he talked about how much he loved that shit. But another thing he kind of let slip out, and I don't know if it's been discussed. I don't remember us discussing it. But, of course, Shannon and Ocho, they were talking about, hey, you got to get this in your movie. You got to get this in the next Black Panther, next this one. They said, the next Creed. Of course, Chad was like, hey, I could do it. He goes, you see my resume? I could box. And in my head, I thought, okay, bro. But anyways, he's like, put me on the next Creed. He goes, oh, for sure. He goes, Michael's going to be directing Creed 4. And in my head, I thought, are we just bypassing just the fact that he just said that, yeah, they are doing a Creed 4? Because in my head, I was going through the Rolodex. I could not remember if they've ever announced Creed 4. But he straight up said, he goes, yeah, Mike's going to be doing Creed 4. He'll be directing that one. He goes, so I'll be a part of that. And in my head, I thought, what the fuck?
I thought I did see
really
somewhere where, and then not only that the end of Creed 3.
Yes, but I mean nothing's guaranteed.
Doing another one, but I think I did see that somewhere.
Well,
I don't know if that was an official announcement or he let that slip out, but I think I did see something about
it. Wasn't
that.
like an official, like I'm making the announcement, nothing like that. But like it was the fact of just him saying it. In my head, I was like,
did he direct the third movie?
No,
Michael.
Oh, Michael. Yes, I thought he was saying Ryan. No,
Yeah.
Michael did.
Yes.
And Ryan executive produced it.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Michael directed the third one. Yeah. Okay.
But on top of that, bro, Sinners is doing phenomenal. It's got 100% right now on Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes. Gosh, damn, bro, that's crazy.
That is
I'm not gonna lie though, his track record is pretty damn phenomenal. As of right now, Sinners is at 100%, so that will change obviously later on. Wakanda Forever has an 84%. Black Panther has a 96%. Creed has a 95%, and Fruitvale Station has a 94%. Ryan makes hits.
He does.
Ryan
He does.
makes hits.
He makes really
bro.
good movies. I mean, dude, the Black Panther movies are some of my favorite movies in all the
Yes.
superhero movies.
Yes.
And especially the first one. That one, dude.
Bro.
That one, I love the first one.
We speak so highly of Black
That's one of the
Panther.
very few movies that I went to the theater and saw 3 times. I don't know. And
Yeah, you
even
don't do
then,
that.
I was like, I need a break. But then after that, now when I watch it anytime, bro, anytime it's on, I leave that shit
It's
playing.
great, bro.
I love that one.
It's great.
And then the Creed movies are phenomenal as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see it, man. It's next week, and the 100%. Even I already had hype for it just because I love Michael B. Jordan as well. But then you add the 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, everyone's loving it. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be great.
Yeah. And everything. What I love about all these movies I just named, all Michael B. Jordan is in it too.
Yeah,
Even
Well, yeah,
even
that's
with the
his boy.
cameo in Wakanda Forever. I mean,
that's his boy, bro.
Yeah, every director has their person. Like Christopher Nolan will have Cillian Murphy pop up in a lot of shit. Martin Scorsese either has Robert De Niro or Leo pop up. Everyone has
That's
their
his
guy,
boy.
bro. So
Yeah.
Ryan has his, and he straight up said it. He said, and they mentioned it. They said it looks like Ryan or Michael B's always a part of your shit. He goes, as long as I make a movie, he goes, Michael has a
He'll
job.
find a
He
role.
said Michael has a position.
Yeah.
He goes, no matter what. He goes,
He'll
will
find
have
a role.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, bro, that's so bad.
Well, he probably thinks of ideas too, and the first person he calls is probably Michael. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Or like he probably thinks of an idea and probably centers it around Michael. Like, you know, so yeah, they probably have that type of relationship. So,
Oh, yeah.
but you're right. He doesn't miss.
No, he does not miss, bro. And
Yeah.
then he did talk about that. Yeah, Denzel and him are going to try to do something together. And in my head, I thought, oh shit,
That's
boy.
gonna be cool, too.
Denzel, bro,
Yeah.
and Black Panther. Oh,
That's gonna be cool
bro,
too.
I would love that shit. Moving on from there, bro. Something that we love talking about. The Batman 2. Still no update on the script. It's not me just talking about this. It's being talked about once again on social media from Deadline, from the freaking Warner Brothers executive saying there is still yet to have a script done. And not just that. Everyone's talking about Robert Pattinson has been fucking cast in Dune.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
what the fuck is
He's
going
on a great
on?
run too. Robert Pattinson?
He is on a great
He's
run.
on a great run.
He's on a great run. Well,
Yeah.
Mickey 17, the Batman, Dune, and then what else was
He had
doing?
something else, I thought.
He was just in something else.
Yeah. Either way, he's having a good run.
Nonetheless.
I mean, and that's still big to be in the Batman, and then you saw the success of Dune 2 that you just
Yeah.
had. So
No, my bad. Did I say Dune? Odyssey.
yeah, he's gonna be in Odyssey. You said
Odyssey.
Dune, but he is gonna. I mean, Dune 3.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be a villain in it, I think.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. My bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna be. He's casting, or I don't know if it was official, but yes, he's rumored to be in Dune 3.
Okay. And then he was
But
rumored
also
for Odyssey, right?
Odyssey,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
So that's why I mean he's having a great run. The Odyssey was the one I was missing.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I just wish they would just scrap it.
Me too at this point. Honestly, at this point, just get rid of it. And you know what? If it's just one movie, we had a great Batman movie.
This whole time I thought they were doing it because they were going to put him in James Gunn's.
Nope.
That's why I thought they were doing it.
Nope.
And now obviously I don't think they are. And so I just try to think like why, what is the...
So Campia talked about it, and he said he's heard from someone that it's not official. This is just one from what he's heard, that Matt is taking a while because he's dealing with he's dealing with some either a family health issue or himself
own
is a
issue.
health issue. And they said it's nothing serious as far as, because he made sure to preface it's nothing serious as far as like,
He's about to die or something.
yes, he said, but it is an issue. He says so he doesn't know if it's a family issue that's having some illness or Matt himself that's having some illness.
He just
goes,
can't focus
but
and
he
get
just
right.
can't focus. So he posed a question like, if that's the case, let someone else write it,
Yeah.
and whenever you're ready, jump in. Not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. It's just I think the dilemma there is he just did so good
Yeah,
in Batman, and then
He
he
did
did
phenomenal.
so good in Penguin that it's just like it's almost hard to let somebody else take those reins.
yeah, because he knows this world. He built this
Right.
world.
And so it's like I don't know. I just feel like if you're not gonna have him do it, I'd be fine if they just scrapped it. And I think if they didn't have the success of the Penguin, I think it would be an easier option to just scrap it. But I
Yeah.
think because the Batman movie was so successful, and then the Penguin was loved by everybody that watched it, I think it makes it harder to scrap it.
I saw this tweet. It says the Batman Part 2 is just not happening. The signs are all there. There are no developments or announcements for in many months. The cast are signing on to do other projects.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson with Dune, Colin Farrell with Sergeant Rock. It's time to state the obvious. It's dead.
And I would be okay with that, dude. Like, I'd be okay with him announcing it. Like, yes, would I love to see another one? Yes. But at the same time, we all also are getting another Batman.
Yeah.
And we talked about this a long time ago. And I said, I don't know how this is going to work with two Batmans. I don't know how this is going to work. I get it. On paper, it's an easy process. You have this Batman here and you have this Batman here. But it's not actually like that. Because for us, yes, we can differentiate the two. For a lot of people, they're going to be like, I thought Robert Pattinson was Batman. Or I thought this guy was Batman. Like, why would I go see this I like this Batman better. Then you're going to have competition. And it's just not going to work. I think you're better off with just one Batman anyway. And it's clear that James Gunn wants his own version of Batman. So I just feel like they should just scrap
Well,
it.
at the same time, I mean, I'm sure at the end of the day, the studio wants to. Why? Batman makes money.
Batman makes money, yes.
And at the end of the day, if you really look at it, Robert Pattinson is his Batman because he is the head of DC Studios, and the Batman is under DC Studios. It's an Elseworlds Batman, but nonetheless, it's just
But
not his
I don't think he'd put
DC universe.
Well, then
Batman.
that's why I don't think James Gunn will put his full. If he's gonna try to build a Batman up, it's gonna be his Batman.
Yeah.
Is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
His universe is Batman, because at the end of the day, DC's riding on his universes. So, but It is what it is. I don't know. I don't really have much to say on it just because it's just the same news every time.
Yeah,
so
same every single time. And like I've talked about it here. Stop telling us it's nothing.
Yeah.
Give us something when there's something. But no, every single time there's just new updates. No script yet.
Well, also like when I saw this week too, that I think I saw the tweet from Deadline saying the script wasn't ready. I thought, bro, too, Deadline, bro, y'all be posting the same shit, bro. Like, bro, you really had to post that again, bro. Like, you did not have to post that tweet.
And the only reason why they do though is because they're having some issues right now with the higher ups in Warner Brothers, and two of the main executives that run a lot of shit in Warner Brothers may be exiting.
When are they not having issues?
Yeah,
up there,
so they may be exiting, and they're talking about having Peter Safran step in one of those roles. So not only is he going to be the head of DC Studios, he's also going to be the head of fucking Warner Brothers in some capacity,
right
under David Zaslav. So in that interview with the two execs, I can't remember the fucking names.
But the tweet I saw,
yes,
was
and the fact that
Batman
they brought
2 script not done yet.
Yes, no, that was the tweet I had ready for it too.
I just like, bro, you did not have to tweet that shit out.
But speaking of James Gunn's Batman, one thing that keeps on going around even more because the drop is in theaters and everything like that.
Yeah.
Brandon Skellner.
He's embracing it too.
He is fully talking about Batman now. And the funny thing is, bro, it was just minimal before because he was just doing his press for was it 1882?
Yeah. 1923.
He was just doing his press for that, and then people would be like, hey, people made fan edits of you as Batman. He goes, yeah, I saw it. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, I would love it, but nothing.
Yeah.
But now, bro,
he's talking about it
now
lot.
Media has him right here because he has to promote this movie.
Yeah.
So they are asking him left and right about Batman, and now he's just full Alan mode because Alan finally said it. He goes, screw, I want to be Batman. And the last time Alan talked about it, he straight up said, you don't even have to pay me. He goes, you're telling me I get to be Batman? He goes, you don't have to pay me. Yeah. Not many actors will say that shit. But Brandon over here talking about it left and right. And in one of the press junkets, it says, Brandon Skellner indicated that DC Studios have been in contact with him about Batman in the DC universe, quoting, I think there are some awareness of me in some level, probably. I know they're ways away from doing that. Thus, that quote, people are saying that it sounds like DC is aware of him. I don't know. I didn't watch the full interview. I saw that quote, and I think I just saw that minimal clip. I didn't see what he said after all that. So, I don't know.
I'll take him. I think he has the look for sure.
Yeah,
he's great in 1923. That's all I've ever seen.
He has the build.
Yeah, that's all I've ever seen him in is 1923. I know he was in that movie about the book that the girls like. And then he's in Drop. So that's the only projects that I know him from. But in 1923, he's good. And then just based off his look, I think he would be perfect for Batman. So if we're not getting Alan, then I would be fine with him.
So as of right now, yeah, I need.
Well, you just want the bulk.
Well, I was gonna say
he could bulk up.
As of right now, Brandon is 34 years old. He is 6'2". Good ass size.
Yeah,
that's you.
And I think
that's you.
I think 34 years old is a sweet spot. Like I think that's still a good spot. Whereas Alan is up there a little bit.
Alan is 42.
Yeah.
And is 6'3".
Yeah. But then I think about James Gunn's vision of the Batman, and
he
I think
needs a Damian Wayne.
I think, dude, then Alan fits that. Alan's rugged. Alan looks like he's been through shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like to have a son like that just fits.
And
better.
what doesn't help is that Reacher is so successful, and then everyone just keeps on going. Look at that physicality.
Look at that but also, Brandon would work too because if he's 34, you have Batman just had a kid at young age, 20.
Yeah.
He's already been doing this for for 14 years now.
If he gets cast, they are not shooting till he's like fucking 37.
Yeah,
so we can play off that age. We can play off that age, or hell, you can fucking say he's 40. Fuck.
Yeah.
But at that point, Batman for at least 15, 20 years, maybe.
So
if he does it, if they say he's 40s, yeah.
Either one of them
years.
works. Either one of them works. But I do think just at the and then you add the figure that you saw in Creature Commandos, like that. It just Alan just fits that vision better. I feel, but I would both of them. I would be completely fine with.
Yeah, if we woke up tomorrow and you sent me or I sent you the fucking tweet, it's official. Brandon is our new Batman. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, he has the look, dude.
And if I wake up tomorrow and say Alan is, I'm jumping for fucking joy as well. Like I'm fucking excited. Yeah, because right now I can't think of anyone else. But that's just because those two are the ones that are just thrown in my face.
Yes.
The fan edits are going crazy with those two. I know people talked about before Jake Gyllenhaal being.
I don't think he has a voice.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want him as Batman.
His voice is too soft.
I don't want him as Batman. Yeah, could he pull off a Bruce?
Physically,
he could do it.
Because he's a tall guy. You saw how ripped he got for Southpaw.
Yeah.
Like, he's always been in shape.
Physically, Bruce wise, that suaveness, fucking bro, turn this shit on. He got it.
Yeah.
But
I'm just thinking about his voice in the mask.
Yeah.
And I just can't see it.
You know who said he wants to do it?
Who?
Winston Duke.
That'd be cool.
M'Baku.
Yeah, that'd be different.
Hey,
You'd have a lot of people be pissed about that.
But bro, talk about physicality.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Do they have a
Winston-
black Batman in
Yeah.
any type of versions of
Yeah.
comics?
Yeah.
But that's Bruce Wayne.
No.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Is there a Bruce Wayne that's
Oh,
black?
no. You have what's his name? Jace Fox. He's
Yes.
Lucius. I want to say he's Lucius Fox's
yes.
son.
Yeah.
Because I think he has 2 sons or something like that.
In that Batman movie, he's in there too.
That's
That's the same guy.
No.
But he was a bat person. There was a black guy.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I thought that was Lucius Fox's son.
It is. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think he has 2.
Oh, he has 2 sons.
Oh, that's Luke Fox.
Ah.
Luke Fox is Batwing, and then what did I say?
I
What was the name I just said?
I don't know. You know I'm awful with names.
Yeah, Jace Fox, right?
Yeah.
Did I say Jace?
I think you said that.
Yeah, Jace Fox is Batman. Yeah, he did a run as Batman in the new shit.
Hey, dude, a black Batman and Ryan Coogler directs? Bro, count me in, baby.
Holy shit,
Count
bro.
me in, dude. I'm in that
Holy
shit. Yeah.
shit. And not just that, M'Baku, his person, bro.
Dude, yeah.
His-
Count me in, bro. Black Batman and Ryan Coogler's directing? I'm in there.
bro.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
invested.
make it happen. Make it happen.
I'd be fine with that. I'd be
Bro.
fine with that. Nah, I mean, yeah, either one of those two. I think yes, you're right though. They're being shoved. I mean, they're the main 2 people that I see on social media. So
I mean, I'd be happy either way.
what else we got?
Daredevil episode 8.
Yeah,
Let's get into it, brother.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I
bro.
thought it was a little slower episode. Didn't really. I mean, compared to last week's.
pure acting.
Yeah,
bro.
it was just pure.
acting
pure
to its
acting.
finest.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy this episode.
I did too.
I really
and
enjoyed
the
it.
ending. First off, I will say, I see a lot of people giving him his credit. But Bullseye, dude, is a great villain.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm thinking like, because I saw the escape pod. I was watching a clip on TikTok, and they were talking about, does he deserve to be in top 5 superhero villains, or maybe top 10? They said, or something like that. And I think Andrew was like, well, top 10 of all superhero villains, that's a lot. Top 5, but like MCU for sure, like Marvel for sure. And I was thinking, yeah, I mean, he's a really good villain. But then I'm thinking, wait, I mean, he hasn't been on screen that long, dude. It was really just season 3 of Daredevil, and then just a few episodes here, like just 2, really. But so many people are giving him his credit, so he was great in this
Impact-wise.
episode. Yeah, he was great in this episode. Motherfucker spit his tooth out and killed that dude.
Bro.
And I thought, okay, dude, I was like, that was a little over top. But I mean, if it's
It was an amazing episode, bro. One thing I really do love is the continued parallels between fucking Fisk and Matt. When one starts going off the rails, the other is going off the rails, and they know it too. Obviously, the showrunners know, so they always cut camera. When one is having a lash out conversation, the other one's having a full, like a normal, like the parallels are all there, bro, and I love it.
Yeah, so do I.
It's so good. Kingpin, he's fully back, bro. He's fully back. I mean, he's
especially
not
now he's got his girl by his side.
Ooh,
Like,
Vanessa
yeah.
boy. Hey, what should? Sorry, Adam.
Yep.
Pop that dude,
Yep.
bro. Popped Adam.
Yep.
He's the king is back. The queen is back. He's back.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Especially once the last episode, episode 7, when he heard that Daredevil's back, he
Well,
knew.
that's why he moved
Game
Bullseye
on.
to. That's why he moved Bullseye to Gen
Yeah.
Pop too, because they wanted to cover up that, kill him.
Yep.
And obviously it didn't work. 'Cause motherfucker's a savage. But yeah, no, I agree with that. And that's what I said last week was like, I wanted Muse to have a bigger role, but I get it. The whole show is ultimately it's a lead up to them two again clashing.
Again. Yeah.
And each episode it feels like we get closer and closer and closer. And then this week, like, yeah, I mean, I feel like we're the closest we've ever been, just because and it's weird to say that because Matt took a bullet for him, but also now I think Matt's fully back to Daredevil.
Yes.
The fact that he did that, like the fact that he still, because even, and I liked how it was a little callback because when he was talking to Bullseye in the prison, Bullseye, what'd he say? He's like, great men protect, he said something
He
like
said,
that.
because that's what good men do, right?
Yes.
Defend their worst enemies.
Right. And
And
then Matt did it at the end, dude.
gosh,
Matt
he
did it at
defended
the
his
end.
worst enemy,
Yeah.
bro.
And I like how they do the lighting too, because the lighting's blue with Bullseye, the lighting's red, obviously with Matt, and then white is with Fisk.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's so far, dude. It's been a beautiful show.
No, yeah.
I will say though, doesn't it feel like it's different every time? Like it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the episodes, and
Well,
I think
okay.
that's where that whole like the whole shebang with like all the well, you had this set and then this crew and then this.
Well, I was gonna say they talked about it.
Yeah.
It was talked about a lot that the the episode 8 and 9 are from, I think, the original crew.
Okay.
Or no, they're
from the new crew.
They're from the new crew that I think were from the original.
Like I'm just saying, like every
Yes.
every episode
They made
kind
it.
of,
They make this episode feel like the Netflix shit
the
because
first
it
epi-
is.
The first episode was
and then
different.
these.
Yeah, the first episode felt different. Then you had like 2 or 3 felt kind of, and then you had like it just feels
Yeah.
like it's different all the time.
No, yeah.
You can tell where it's different crews.
But overall,
It's been phenomenal.
it hasn't
I
missed.
loved it.
It hasn't missed at
I
all.
loved it.
Even the slower episode with was episode 5 with the bank shit.
Yeah.
Still wasn't a miss
Yes.
in my opinion.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
phenomenal. I love the fact that Matt let his rage get the best of him, bro, inside the prison. You talked about it. Fucking smash Bullseye Poindexter's face in and everything like that. And what
then
did he tell him?
he
He
just
goes,
said-
"Thank you, counselor."
Well, then he just told the guard. He was like, "Guard." He just started smashing his head.
He goes, "What are you, freaking psycho?" But he told him, "Thank you, counselor," because he knew exactly what he wanted,
Yeah.
bro. He knew he wanted to go get medical staff or go
Right.
to the medical wing and everything like that. I love Matt. Thank you, counselor. Fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
No, and then we Vanessa, bro. She's the one who put the hit out on Foggy,
Yeah.
and Matt figured it out.
So, a lot of people right now. Well, okay. I saw 2 clips of it on TikTok, and then Campia. Actually, I keep on talking about it, but it's what I watch. Campia talked about it that they have a theory that Vanessa knows Foggy's alive
Oh yeah,
because
one, too.
because whenever I guess him and Matt. I love those parallels also. I love the parallels whenever fucking Fisk and Vanessa were dancing and she's wearing red, he's wearing white.
oh yeah.
And everything like that. And Kristen's wearing white and Matt's Daredevil, so
Yes.
no matter what, he's always in red. But whenever he cuts in, gets with Vanessa,
He did
this
that
takes
smooth, by the way.
yeah,
Too.
they're very fucking
Bro,
smooth.
if I was there, I would be like, "Motherfucker's blind." How the fuck did he do that?
No, but yeah, I mean, then you have Kirsten and Fisk wearing white together, whatever, all that shit. But yeah, when he's saying, "I know what you did. You put the hit out on Foggy," she
said
goes,
you need to relax.
"Relax,
That's what I saw one guy
relax,
say
bro."
on TikTok too, and I thought that was kind of a stretch. The only reason I think he's alive just because that comic is he fakes his death, so that's why I just thought that's why he's alive. When she said you need to relax, I was thinking, yeah, I mean you're in a public place, like
Well,
relax.
yes. So initially, I thought that too, but then whenever I was watching those videos, and then even Campy talk about, it, I said her whole demeanor. There's only one time where she kind of like tried to like pull away or whatever, but I think it was because he was getting a lot more aggressive with it. But she was trying to keep it calm, and if she was like being accused of something like that, you would think she'd be like, "What are you talking about? I have no knowledge." No. She was, "You need to relax."
I thought she was just saying that
Like,
because she
this
knows
is-
she's
this
been
is-
caught.
I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
and you know what? That's also very true because
Yeah.
she's also in that position where she
Knows Matt knows, so like
she
there's
knows
nothing
that-
she can do. So
she's
she's
not-
just saying
yeah.
relax.
She knows that, but then she also knows, hey, my husband's right here. Y'all have had this match before. He about to whoop your ass, bro.
So like I mean that's the way I envisioned it, but I mean I think he's alive either way, just
Yeah.
because of that comic.
Yeah.
But Vanessa saying you need to relax was not the thing that pushed it over the edge for me, because I've seen some people say that on TikTok, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, to me I didn't think anything of that. I just thought she was saying you need to relax because he came in hot.
Yeah.
Like he was, he's passionate, but he just found out who killed his best friend.
No, yeah, like in the beginning, while watching it, I had no knowledge of it. And I was just
Yeah.
like, shit, bro, he mad about to whoop your ass too, Vanessa.
But yeah, I'm curious to see where they go with it. I do think next season Foggy's back.
Next season,
Yeah. I
maybe.
do think he's back somehow.
Maybe.
And they have those shots of Bullseye and Daredevil working together.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think next season he's back.
Oh wait, they're working together.
Like that picture that I sent you where there's his suit and then he's with Bullseye.
Oh, that's just a behind the scenes shit. They had a fight prior to that.
Oh, they're just them walking. I thought that was them walking for the show.
No, they're just walking together. Yeah, that's why Homeboy has his mask up.
I was thinking like because the way I took their conversation too in this, like when they went to the prison and stuff.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
He went to Matt.
Yeah.
He went to Matt because he's letting him know like, yeah, they hired me, but like ultimately Fisk is the bad guy.
Yes.
And so like that's why I could see them working together later on.
Okay.
That's what I'm meaning. But I mean,
No,
yeah,
prior to that, yeah, they were having another fight scene. And even in like the behind the scenes shit, you see them coming through a gym like window, and then Bullseye takes off or whatever, and Matt gets up and he starts chasing his ass again. Yeah.
I think he'll be back next season, but I don't know. That didn't do it, but it was also beautiful the way that it tied up together, because as soon as Matt took a bullet, I was thinking, well, Bullseye said, about how good
You
men.
defend your worst enemies.
And
Yeah,
so it's been good, dude. How many episodes do we only have left?
1.
Next week's the finale.
Yep.
Fuck.
You know what that means, though?
What? They're gonna fight?
We get Punisher.
Yeah. They're gonna take that task force down.
Frank
I
Simon.
personally, I don't think we're gonna see Daredevil and Fisk fight.
They're gonna save it for next season,
Yeah.
maybe.
It's just gonna continue to build up.
Or they do fight. After
think
they
he'll
take
just
out
put
the
that-
task force and he leads straight up to Fisk and they
Maybe.
go round 3, round 4.
I just
whatever.
think he'll put the task force there. It'll
I'm
end with
excited.
that, and then Fisk will get out. But if they fight, I mean, that's fine with me. But yeah, we're gonna see Punisher and Daredevil just put in work.
Shit, bro.
That task force pissing me the fuck off too, bro.
We about to get the black suit at the season finale, bro.
You think so?
Do you know why I think that? Honestly, it's just because
The fact that they're okay with showing it.
well, not just that, but the damn Funko Pops, bro. They released the Funko Pops for this for Born Again,
Oh, and there's a black one.
and there's a black suit.
Oh, yeah,
And in my head, I thought, oh,
you're probably right.
we getting it. I was like, we're probably going to.
I thought you were just saying because they are completely okay with this black picture going around.
No.
I
I think we're going to get it. And
Tell.
maybe that
That makes
also is the reason because they know that hey, we're about to get the season finale. So
Yeah.
fuck it, just give it to them.
ultimately it's been phenomenal, dude.
Yeah, they haven't missed.
and I think
They haven't
I
missed.
have full confidence that they'll nail the finish with this with the season finale.
Yeah.
So, and I will say it is kind of pissing me off how Matt's not telling Kirsten or whatever her name is
That he's
that he's
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Because not just that, bro.
I
She
understand.
fucking hates vigilantes.
Right, and I understand, but at the same time, I'm just thinking like, bro, you realize this would solve a lot of problems if you just told her.
Yeah, that's true.
If you just told her, it would solve a lot of problems. And I think he was going to because he told her, I promise I'm going to tell you what's going on at the dance. But then that's when he found out Vanessa, and so he went there.
Yeah.
So maybe he does tell her. I don't know. Because I think she would change her opinion if he told her.
She'd leave his ass.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think she would for a little bit, but then she'd go back.
Yeah.
I love how the bitch said, too, that Daredevil didn't save her. I thought, bro, you would have been
I
dead a
love the fact-
long time ago, bro.
I love the fact that she goes, I say myself.
Yeah, I thought.
You
bro,
weren't there. And in my head, I thought,
Well, when she said that, I thought the only reason you were able to go get the gun and shoot Muse was because Daredevil was there whooping his ass.
yeah, bro.
That's the only reason.
Disrespect.
Don't forget. But yeah. Anything else?
That's it, bro.
So we got Sinners next week. I'm seeing Warfare later today.
We'll be able to talk about
Yeah,
that.
so we'll be able to talk about that. We'll talk about Sinners.
If we are we going to try to go see Drop? I kind of
I mean,
threw it. I threw it to Emily, but I didn't get a yes or no yet.
What do you mean, like that? If she wants to watch it or not?
No, the fact that like if we go see it on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. I'm not opposed to it. I'm doing night shifts, so I could literally this week is my night, so I could just go, and then I'll just go to work after. So I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I do want to see it.
Yeah.
And it is in a iffy spot because it's like if I'm watching Warfare today, then Sinners is next week, and if once we miss one,
Yeah.
then most of the time we're probably not going back.
Because I'm not gonna lie, if we don't see it Tuesday, I'm not watching.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I literally
I don't know
I just
another
saw
time
Warfare
that
last
I-
night, and then
Yeah.
next week is Sinners. If I don't watch it, I'm not watching.
Yeah,
And
unless we go the Tuesday after Sinners.
yeah,
sure it'll still be in theaters.
it'll still be in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Because it just came out this week.
Yeah.
So
because I don't think we have anything else right now.
yeah. So unless we saw it the Tuesday after Sinners, that would
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't
Either
think
way,
there's anything else.
We'll have some movie reviews coming
Unless
up
we go see
next week.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't want to see that one. Oh, you know what? Another one I want to see too.
Amateur.
Nope.
King of Kings.
Nope. That horror one. It comes out the 28th actually, or not the 28th, but
The horror?
yeah, it's a scary one. That's the one where they relive the day.
Until Dawn.
Yes,
Yes.
that's coming out this month,
Yep.
isn't it?
Let's see.
The 25th or something like that.
Yep.
24th. Yeah. I want to see that one too.
Oh, you know another one you could probably go see, bro?
What?
Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith in theaters.
Oh no.
So go ahead, bro. Watch, catch up. So we can go see it in theaters.
No, thanks. What? It's like a special release or something?
20-year anniversary.
Oh.
That was the one I saw in theaters for the first time. That was my first Star Wars movie in theaters. Revenge of the Sith.
Well, that's cool, dude. I didn't get a 20-year anniversary for me, so I don't give a fuck, really. Okay, so we'll see Sinners next week, and then
We gotta
Warfare,
get tickets.
and then I'm gonna watch Warfare today.
Yeah.
Um,
Hopefully you like it.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Later.